Hey everybody, it's Cid the Kriterion Kid. It's Christmas, and my correspondent Jeff thought it would be very funny to give me a new shirt of this fucking schlock. It's 2001: A Space Odyssey, if you weren't aware. But, you know, I'm also a big fan of the Metal Gear Solid movies. I think what Hideo Kojima did with that franchise of films was very innovative for films. Like I've never, and I've seen interactive film before, but I've never seen interactive film to that degree. And that what Hideo Kojima could pull off with that whole franchise of film is just very, very, unbelievable. So props to him. And Merry Christmas to all of you. This fucking bullshit out of the t-shirt aside. I wanted to start off with today's Q&A question, which you can leave in your comments down below. As previously seen in the other Cid the Kriterion Kid episode, probably do live Q&As from now on because Reddit's a lost cause, just like 4chan. No surprise there, huh? Our question is, because it is Christmas after all, what is your favorite Christmas movie? And bonus question is, what Christmas movies do you wish was on the Criterion Collection, if any? I know there's not a lot of choices, but you know, one can dream. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna have, rather than having one big Q&A segment at the end like we did the previous episode, I'm gonna test out how doing a mini Q&A throughout the episode will fare. So I am going to get this thing revved up, and we're gonna be good to go. Alright, let's see how to work this thing again. I really should be practicing this off camera because I don't know how to use this app at all, because it's a fucking it really is a fucking eyesore to look at. I don't remember how I got there the last time. This is a problem. This is a very big problem. Is there a fucking... How do I do this? I'm sorry. This should not take as long as it should. Please bear with me. I promise you, whatever's to come is probably going to be... I have 30 messages. I have 30 messages on this app, and they're all probably sex bots. They're all sex bots. Oh, hey, I found it. Okay, cool. How do I do this? How do I do this? Oh, hello. Can you hear me? I am doing a show called Cid the Kriterion Kid. And if you're interested in watching it, you can watch it for free on YouTube if you look up Cid the Kriterion Kid. This show is just basically me just talking about movies. Right now I'm currently filming the Christmas episode. So I just wanted to ask a quick question. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
The first one that came to my mind would be like The Grinch. No, not The Grinch. The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Like the animated one.
I like
what's
that
that
one.
called?
Also, when they did like the girlfriend.
What was that?
The Ghost of the Ex-Girlfriend Past, something like that. Remember that?
I'm trying to think. It's the Scrooge movie. The Scrooge thing.
They did have a Scrooge.
Oh, it didn't?
Also,
oh, okay.
A remake that they did. but they made it about his girlfriends.
Okay. I've never heard of this. You don't know what it's called?
Hey Google, what is the movie about the ghost of girlfriends past?
Ghosts of Girlfriends Past is a 2009 movie directed by Mark
I guess it's called
Waters,
Ghosts of
starring Matthew
Girlfriends Past?
McConaughey, Jennifer Garner, and Lacey Chabert.
I like Matthew McConaughey. He's pretty cool. I'll have to check that movie
That's
out.
the name of the movie.
We had a bonus question as well, and I was initially doing these Q&As on Reddit, but as the audience now knows, Reddit, like 4chan, is a lost cause, and they won't answer my questions. So to give you a little background, the Criterion Collection is just basically like a collection of movies, just basically for restoration purposes. It's like an archival thing, essentially. So it's got like a bunch of stuff that is not like easily like able to find without, you know, their releases of it. So it's kind of like lesser popular movies, but there's some like bigger stuff on there. But my bonus question is there a Christmas movie that you wish was on the Criterion Collection? Okay, that's completely fine. Yeah, there's not a lot of good ones. I understand it. We're gonna get back to the regular episodes eventually one day, and by eventually one day I mean next week, whenever it's not Christmas.
I'm not really sure. 'Cause if you ask me, like, I could answer, oh, what's your favorite movie that has like that Christmassy theme? It would definitely be like The Grinch. When it was The Grinch, The Ghost of Christmas Past, and also when they made like other remakes of it, because that's a recurring theme for me that I really do like.
I am not a fan of Disney. I hate them, and I hate their practices, and I hope they collapse as a company. However, that Ghost of Christmas Past movie they made with Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and the Mickey Mouse family, that's a memory that I cherish from my childhood, and I mean that's before they were a money-grubbing conglomerate. So if you haven't seen that, I heavily recommend that. It's very good.
So what do you not like about their practices? Like, I'm trying to understand. It's just, alright, so let's talk about the live action stuff for a second. All the hard work's already done for them. They don't have to write anything. All they have to do is make it live action. And by live action, I mean, let's talk about The Lion King, for example, where the entire thing was literally made in the Unreal Engine. That's true, by the way. You can fact check me on that. But yeah. It was made
just,
what?
There's a video game engine called the Unreal Engine. Hold on, you're gonna have to... There's a video game engine called the Unreal Engine, and it's made specifically for video games. But the live action Lion King was, made in the Unreal Engine. So, they're not listening to any people who are trying to give
Wouldn't
them.
there not be a software that you would make an animation movie?
It's very impressive. I will give them that. But if you're a $1 billion conglomerate, nothing you can do can impress me. If you have a massive budget, your movie better look good. You know, that's where the rest of the budget and they're severely underpaying these animators, and all like they don't have to do any work. It's just all of these movies exist just to be a quick buck. That's not to say that classic Disney from 90s and prior isn't. Well, I'll give them early 2000s. I'll give them like 2000s and prior. That's not to say that those movies aren't great. Like Toy Story 2, very good. The original Lion King, very good. Nightmare Before Christmas. This is also Christmas themed. This is my favorite month that I own. It's a very good movie. That's a movie that I wish was on the Criterion Collection, but we'll get to that segment. I've been on this call for a little bit. I gotta get to the show. My apologies. But you have a good day, and I thank you for answering the Q&A question.
Oh, definitely. Also, follow me because I have some great content that you're not gonna want to miss.
Plug it right now. This is going on YouTube,
Oh,
so plug it.
no, basically, because I'm on here, you have to follow me. Like, click my side. And oh, you want me to tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Also, Tuesdays today, I'll be doing Jazzy Tuesdays. Interested in jazz music.
I like jazz.
Have a little jazzy theme.
Jazz is also very Christmas. There's a lot of jazz in Christmas music. In the good Christmas music, that's actually worth listening to. And not that Frosty the Snowman shit.
Frosty the Snowman.
That's okay when you do it.
Yeah. But, so on Friday,
say your name out loud so I can give you a very small following, because nobody's watching this show. This is a very niche show. But say your name out loud so people can follow you on this app as my Christmas gift to you.
Hi, my name is Jules. I'm an online personality and host. You definitely don't want to miss me because I definitely do the most. And while you watch to be amazed, that's my phrase. So follow me. And don't forget to put a star on me.
Very good. You have a Merry Christmas, Jules, and you stay safe.
That is it. Happy holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays. Okay, so now we are on, I apologize for the extensive Q&A. I was going to talk to 5 people, but I got into a little bit of an actual conversation with that person. And like I said, Reddit is a lost cause. And I do share these videos on the Kriterion subreddit, and they all hate them for some reason. I can't imagine why. So we're going to talk about In a Spoiled World right now. It's gonna be all Christmas stuff, because it is the season. Home Alone. Joe Pesci gets shot in the head like he does in Goodfellas. Joe Pesci gets shot in the head. Home Alone 2. Donald Trump is in it, and he doesn't get shot in the head. Frosty the Snowman, Frosty Melts, good riddance. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch steals Christmas, but the elves get it back. We're gonna talk about a Christmas movie now. Unfortunately, this is a title I do not own. It is Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, directed by Nagisa Oshima, I think. He directed the movie called Death by Hanging, which is a very good movie. And there's a lot of like racial tension in it between like the Japanese people and the Korean people. And the point of that movie was to say like, I mean, a very interesting thing that was actually mentioned in that movie was all these people were trying to incriminate, all these Japanese people were trying to incriminate this Korean man for a crime that he did do, but the plot is that he gets hung, and he doesn't die. He regains his consciousness, but he loses his memory. And because he lost his memory, there is a lot of ethical questions as to whether or not this man should still be tried by death for this crime that he committed. And the reason that these Japanese authorities went into so much detail of trying to get this man to regain his memory so they could kill him is solely because of the fact that he was a Korean man, and there's a lot of like very racial undertones to that film, and I think it's very well made. Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence stars a man that looks like Peter O'Toole. His name is David Bowie. The reason that they wanted to cast Peter O'Toole is because Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence was actually supposed to be a sequel to Lawrence of Arabia, but Peter O'Toole died before they started filming this movie, so they needed to hire somebody that looked like Peter O'Toole, which was David Bowie. Okay, we just got through that very quickly. It's time to go back on Bigo and do another live Q&A. And now I know what to do so there will be no problem with that. Let me just get there real quick. We're gonna attempt to do 5 Q&As and not talk about Disney and me get riled up about Disney, but no promises. Hello. Oh. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
This is a show that I'm doing called Cid the Kriterion Kid. You can watch that show for free on YouTube. I'm currently in the middle of filming an episode right now. The Criterion Collection is just basically like an archival collection of movies. There's a little bit of stuff back there where my finger is pointed at. This episode is about Christmas movies because this episode is going to be airing on Christmas Day. So I have 2 questions for you. What is your favorite Christmas movie of all time? Okay? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I can hear me. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Anybody? Is anybody there? I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you're there. Are you present? Oh. He's my opponent? My opponent's network is unstable, it says. I don't see this black screen as my opponent. Oh, he's chatting me up right now. What is your favorite Christmas movie? I don't know if what is going on. I hate this. I hate this so much. All right. Let's try to get one more person in here. Wait. I think. Yeah, they're not answering. All right. Let's try to get one more person in here. If not, I guess we'll just skip this Q&A section. Let's try one more time. Hey. Can you hear me?
What up, bro?
Yo, what's up? I got a question for you because I'm filming a show right now called Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid, which you can watch for free on YouTube if you look up Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid. Criterion is spelled with a K, for alliteration's sake. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Huh?
Your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie?
Yep.
Home Alone, dog. What you mean, bruh?
Home Alone is a masterpiece. It's great. Joe Pesci's like, and then he gets shot in the face like he does in Goodfellas, but not with a real gun, like with a BB gun, because Kevin McAllister's like, I ain't having that shit. You ain't invading my home. And then Joe Pesci's like, there's a BB in my head now. That's a great movie.
My most favorite part was when they stepped on all them pebbles. He hated that. You know what I mean? All the Christians was picking at his head. Hilarious, man.
You know what scene always got me? You know the scene where Marv is like walking up the stairs and he steps on that nail? I hate that shit, man. I hate that.
What about when he held onto the doorknob and it was like super hot?
And
then he slipped on the ice. Bro, it was lit. I'm telling you.
Nah, dude,
you know what I'm
dude, that 10-year-old, he really got those dudes, man.
Of all time.
It's great.
I don't care what nobody says, bro.
It's great.
The Grinch Stole Christmas.
Man, yeah.
How the Grinch. I actually just spoiled that for my audience because I was just talking about Home Alone also. Like the spoiler for Home Alone is like Joe Pesci gets shot in the face like he does in Goodfellas. And the spoiler for How the Grinch Stole Christmas is that the Grinch stole Christmas, and the elves get it back. I have a follow-up question for you as the bonus question for this Q&A. The Criterion
Hey,
Collection,
somebody
which is
said,
what...
do you have any new movies to recommend? Now,
Do I have new
I'm not
movies?
gonna lie, since it's been 2020, dude,
Yeah.
I really don't.
There's not a lot of stuff coming out.
Wait a minute. Power.
Is that...
That's not a friggin' movie.
That's the... Is that the 50 Cent
I just
show?
watched.
I think that's the 50 Cent show, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Rawest movie, TV series of all time.
I'll have to check that out. Have you seen The Wire?
Money Heist. Dude,
Money Heist. I've heard of Money Heist. I think that show's French, isn't
dude,
it?
you need to watch Money Heist on Netflix, bro.
I'll have to check that out.
It's
I'll have to
so
check that out.
sophisticated, bro. I'm talking about you would literally feel like you're the director and you're in the movie like, bro, what's gonna happen next? The suspense is so... The suspense is like literally... It's almost like when they first made it the word suspense and they gave it a meaning. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell? Like,
I'll have to check out Money Heist. I think because I've seen a bit of the first episode like a long time ago.
Like these locals, right? Pretty much, they funded up this thing. They were just like you. You're making your own movie, right? And they were in Berlin. They were doing it, and then all of a sudden, because of the mask, of course, that's their brand, right? The entire world started wearing this mask. The actual people showed up to the shooting, the shoots, and those are the people that were in the actual movie, dude. People volunteered to show up to watch them shooting it. Lit.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list. That actually sounds very
Bro,
interesting.
you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna check that out.
Trust me. What about? I'm not gonna lie. Venom is my SHIT. Sorry, we can't.
It's okay.
It's okay. That's all right. Wait, you can't. Wait. Are you not allowed to swear on this app? I've been swearing on this app all day.
Dude, Venom was so raw. I never knew. Bro, I saw Venom in Spider-Man. Didn't get the whole story about it.
You
But
should.
Venom itself, dude. You gotta watch it.
I know. I've seen Venom. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But if you like Venom, there is a movie that you would like. It's called Upgrade.
What's that?
Have you heard of Upgrade?
Never watched it, dude. I don't
It's-
get till people tell me, "Hey, watch this movie."
It's like science fiction Venom. He's got like a little chip. He's got like a little chip on the back of his neck, kind of like Dr. Octopus does in Spider-Man 2. But it's like this chip like talks to him and like controls his body like how Venom does to Eddie Brock, and they talk to each other and bond with each other in the movie like they do in Venom. I think you would like that movie. You should check that out. I think that was 2018 maybe 2017.
Netflix or Hulu? Where's the best place to go find it?
I am not sure, unfortunately.
We'll browse. We'll figure it out.
My
Oh,
best guess would be Amazon.
Sorry, yes. I
What was
like
that?
travel. Except I don't like airplanes. It's kind of weird, right? But
Wait, what are you talking about?
Nah, somebody asked a question, so I was just throwing the answer
Oh,
out
okay.
there. So the-
Oh, okay. I see.
The idea of traveling in an airplane, something that I get it. You know, atmosphere, the air is thinner, the engine, the thrust. I get the whole physics behind flying, right? But when you sit down and actually look at this megaton vehicle, right? That moves at what? Maybe it starts out 230, almost 500 miles an hour,
And then thousands, and then
and then it
thousands.
sits up there, dude. In my head, I'm thinking, bro, you know what? Yeah, I'm a dreamer. Okay, but this dream I don't want to be in, so I really don't like being in planes. Right?
I
You
have
know,
never
kinda
been in a
like going
plane.
and fall asleep.
I have never been in a plane. I'm terrified of heights, but I think I would love being in a plane. Honestly, maybe someday we can dream. We can dream. I am also a dreamer.
I've deep sea dive, but I just don't like planes.
That's
You know?
fair. That's fair.
It seems kind of like black magic to me.
My one follow-up question before I head out, because we do have
Go
to
ahead,
continue
go
with the
ahead.
show.
Yeah.
The Criterion Collection, like I said, it's like this archival collection for like hard-to-find movies. Are there any Christmas movies that you wish were on the Criterion Collection? There's not many.
What Christmas movie you would like to be on this thing?
Christmas movie.
Oh, you remember the one where everybody knows this? Can't remember his name, but popular artist, right? He starts growing a big beard. He started getting the big belly, and he had his wife, and blah blah blah. She was like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" He says, "Dude," I'm like, and I think he meant Jack Frost. There was a movie where Frost was in there. They had to go to the North Pole, he was with the elves. He had to be Santa Claus, pretty much, right? I'm not sure if you ever saw that movie before. Can't remember the name of it.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I'm not well versed in. I'm well versed in movies, but not Christmas movies, unfortunately.
Yeah, dude,
I can't say it's my favorite genre, but it's also a very seasonal thing.
Tell you the truth. I'm an outdoor guy, like a fishing, snorkeling, deep sea diving, going to the range and just letting out type kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know?
I'm definitely a movie guy. Like I said, I'm shooting this right now. I can read and play games occasionally, but definitely movies and shows are where it's at. And I definitely will check out Money Heist and maybe Power. Is Power on HBO?
Yeah, Power is. Yeah,
or I think it's Stars. Isn't it Stars?
I have to go back to the first season.
That's okay. That's absolutely fine.
This show, it is so mind-boggling, kid. Like, I swear, bro, you're gonna be like, no, I have to see the next.
If we're talking about shows,
it gives you that same feeling of you think you know what's gonna happen next, and then boom. And I'm not talking like the traditional movie where the boom is like expected. This is a twist to the point where it's a series. The twist is always twisting even more. You get what I'm saying? So
that's very nice. Actually,
you have to enjoy
I have one more recommendation for you. Do you have Amazon Prime?
Of course.
There's a show on there called Mr. Robot. It's the greatest show ever made.
Mr. Robot. Write that down. Go check it out, man. Hey, it was nice talking to you, bro. Remember?
Before I head out, this is actually very topical. Season 4 of Mr. Robot, it's like a season-long Christmas special. It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
It broke the barrier of perfection. It's beyond perfect. I heavily recommend that.
Check it out.
You're gonna love it. All right, you take care, my friend. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, bro.
Okay, so you're gonna have to forgive me because in the middle of the previous interview, I turned off this camera because I read that DSLRs don't record for more than 20 minutes for like tax cuts, or tax breaks, or whatever. And this is a DSLR camera, and I panicked because I stopped the recording and tried to start a new one. I pressed the button once because I thought the recording had ended in the middle of the interview, and I pressed that button once just to start another recording of it mid-interview so that the cut would be seamless. However, that didn't happen because it started recording over the 20-minute mark. It got pretty close to 30 minutes, actually. So everything after this interview that I just had with this wonderful man, whose name I do not know, because I completely forgot to ask him, or if he wanted to plug anything or something like that. Everything after that interview is just lost. So I'm gonna pick it up. You're gonna have to forgive the lighting because it's a little bit darker now because it is December, and the winter solstice does fuck up the lighting, and it is almost 4:30, and the sun is almost set. Underground, I mean. So we're going to talk about the movies I wish were on the Criterion Collection. We got this triple feature here. Don't pay any attention to this, because this is not a Christmas movie. This down here is a Christmas movie. This is Gremlins. You've all seen Gremlins. Gremlins is a classic. It's about Billy and Kate, and they go on an adventure, and they find an animal from some weird Chinese dude, and he tells them not to feed them after midnight, not to get it wet, and don't shine lights on him, especially sunlight, because sunlight kills him. Billy, like the fucking idiot he is, does the exact opposite of what this Chinese man told him to do. And the reason that this is a Christmas movie is because it takes place on Christmas. Gremlins 2 is the second Christmas movie I wish was on the Criterion Collection. And Gremlins 2 is not a Christmas movie. But it is a masterpiece. Unironically out of character, one of the greatest comedies ever made. It's a very anti-commercialist film. It's very against materialism. Which is very funny considering that it is a Christmas movie. And Christmas is a very materialistic holiday. and not Donald Trump is in it. His name is Daniel Clamp, and he's basically Donald Trump. Just watch Gremlins 2. It's great. The third movie we're talking about that I want on Criterion Collection is not a movie. It's a show, but you can't find the show anywhere. You can find like the first season and a half on DVD, and that's about it. And you can't find season 3 anywhere unless you live in Australia. The show is Moral Oral. It's great. The first episode is a Christmas episode. It's an animated show, like claymation, kind of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that fucking. There's like a Santa movie or something. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is the best example, but Moral Oral depresses me and makes me want to kill myself, and I love it. And I'm gonna watch it this Christmas. I'm gonna watch it the days leading up to Christmas. It's already Christmas at the time you guys are watching this video. But by the time you watch this, maybe I'll have killed myself. So, I guess we'll see next week. Talking about a SCAC favorite, I'm going to have to apologize because the movie I'm going to talk about is a movie that I've already talked about, but that movie is a Christmas movie. I'm talking about Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, directed by Stanley Kubrick. It's starring Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, and they fuck at the end of the movie. And it's basically like a 3-hour-long movie of Tom Cruise trying but failing to get laid, probably because of his teeth thing. But it takes place on Christmas Eve, I think. I haven't seen it in like a year. And I've only seen it once. It's pretty good. The last bit of this video was me going to Bigo again. Unfortunately, that footage is lost because I'm a fucking idiot and I should be killed. And hopefully, whenever I watch Moral Oral, my wish will be fulfilled by my hand. I decided to go onto my private Instagram account where I asked the last question because Bigo was as reliable in the end as Reddit and 4chan have always been, which is fucking 0. And they're watching this too. I share this to the Criterion subreddits. I don't remember if I said this in the take that wasn't deleted or if I said this after it was deleted. But yeah, I know you guys are watching it. This is a comedy show. Can you tell? I blur out my name, my private name on Instagram, and all the people who answer the questions. All one person who answers the question. So as to not have my or their accounts compromised by people who are either going to hack these accounts or harass these accounts. Go fuck yourselves. Here is my Instagram interview. We're cutting to it right now. Okay, I'm going to go to my personal Instagram account and I'm going to block my name from this video so none of you follow me because I don't want you guys following me because I don't like any one of you. But some people are going to pour in at some point very soon. Instagram is currently telling me that my followers have been informed that a live video is starting. So I'm going to wait for more people to pour in, and then I will get with the question asking, because we do have a couple of people joining already. It's not enough to warrant starting the Q&A. So I guess I'll start talking about Gremlins 2 some more while we wait for more people to join. Gremlins 2 is a very nice film. Like I said, it's not technically a Christmas movie, but it is still a masterpiece in every way and shape of the form. It starts out with Billy. Actually, you know what? I guess I'll do it for the Instagram Live. Hey everybody, you guys are on Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid. So, Billy and Kate go to New York, okay? And this is 6 years after Gremlins 1, alright? I gotta put my mic in my mouth because my personal friend, who, by the way, you will never know because I'm blocking out all these names because I don't want any of you following me or any of my friends on Instagram. Oh! I was requested to do that. There's only 2 people in this stream. Okay, I'm not going to talk about Gremlins 2. I'll save that for a future Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid edition. You guys can watch Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid on Dr. Purple's YouTube channel. You all know where to go. It's in my bio. I'm a solipsistic bitch. You all see my face every day. Favorite Christmas movies. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Christmas movies, anybody? Alright, we have one person watching now. My friend says The Grinch. Which one? Like the Jim Carrey one? The shitty animated Illumination one? Where all the animation studios should have been caught fire and burned to the ground without the animators in it because they're severely underpaid and they deserve something better. But preferably the CEO of Disney and Illumination and Amazon and Google and Facebook. Which Grinch movie are you talking about? The Jim Carrey one. That's a pretty good one. Alright, that's the end of Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid. I hope you liked this episode, and that's the end of this live stream. I hope you like this live stream. Okay, that's the end of the Instagram interview, and that is the end of this episode. So I'm gonna have a question for the next episode, episode 6, which you can all answer. I was gonna say I'll try to get Reddit Q&A answers. That's not gonna happen. They're a lost cause. They're incompetent. They don't know. They don't know what comedy hit is if it hit them in the face. So I'm going to ask you all the question, and I will ask the people on Bigo or some other app that isn't a fucking cancerous eyesore next week. The question is, what is your favorite short film? And the bonus question is, what short film do you wish was on the Criterion Collection, if any at all? You guys take care. Merry Christmas. I'm burning this piece of shit shirt.